All right, we are back. Turn 3, mission 3. And just as a reminder, the Germans come in on their HQ. The rules say all of them do. Let's see, let's find that and make sure we're all in agreement on that. All German units enter play at the German HQ village. So I managed to get mortar fire down on that, and it was pretty dang devastating to them. So we're going to just march right on with turn 3. So let's start with seeing if we have an HQ event. We do not. Do they have an HQ event? They do not. PC markers. Turn 3, row 1 is C, and then B. Let's actually look at what B brings in. Let's see. B actually can be everything from literally can be everything. It can be incoming, a tank destroyer, a tank hunter, a sweep, anything. So still C. Let's get those placed down. And B. All right. So now their units. They only have units up here. This guy was originally on the map. He will not do anything. These guys are no longer. They're all lats. So one thing that I believe is definite, all German tanks and destroyers are activated each turn. So we do want to play an activated on that guy. So he's doing nothing. So we basically have pinned undercover. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them. So let's go back here. Pinned undercover. It's a 1 through 4. So the first one is a 2, which is nothing. And by the way, I'm going top left to bottom right. Did I say there's 4? There's 5 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, it's 1 through 4 is the. So there's 5 of these. So there's 1. That is a 4. That is a fall back. Yep. This guy right here is going to fall back. He's just off the map. Now here. That is a 3. I think that's a rally. Yep. He is going to attempt to rally. Now he's green, so he failed. The fourth one does nothing. It's a 1. Fifth one is a 4, so it's another fallback. So this is a fallback. 2 of their parallelized units just fell back. Well, good for them that the paralyzed units fell back and their 2 units that are in fire did not. I guess that's good. All right. That's it for the enemy activity check. The tank will move during the AT combat and vehicle movement phase. So on to us. Our CO is sitting here at 5. Yep. CO has 5. It's a +1. We currently are just contact. So +1, that's 5, 6. Oh my gosh, he's up to 11. He can spend 4, and he can only save 6. So we're wasting 1 regardless. Gosh. This is what I run into on these defensive missions is I don't really want to spend any points doing anything. I mean, it feels terrible to be wasting. Yeah, that's the bazooka. It feels terrible to be wasting these points, these commands points. But he can. I mean, he can activate, but we're not going to have him do anything right now. They're just going to sit. So, and we're sitting here with the second and the HMG likely going to get up here. I think I'm just dropping them down to 6. I literally can't think of anything I want them to do, which is terrible. Listen, if you can think of something I should be doing, please tell me in the notes. All right. One potential idea, and that is how many we only have 1 illumination. Oh, we have 4 illumination, but it's the mortar. Yeah. So yeah, he is not. Tell you what, I'm spending 1. I'm going to activate the CO or the XO. I don't know if this is. I was thinking of getting my artillery up here. Kind of want to get him up into that area. Although here he cannot see. Nah, I'm just going to stick with what I got. All right. So, first platoon, we're going to do this just for card draw purposes. He got 1, so it's 2. He's not going to spend any. Second platoon. Oh, actually, he only. It's general initiative, so he only got 1 anyway. He gets 3. Not going to spend any, so he's up to 6. Third platoon gets 3, gets 2, so he can only save 2 because he's green. My only green one. Everybody else is a veteran. So my HMG gets 2 basically, so he's got 6. First sergeant gets 1, not spending it. XO gets 1, not spending it. Golly. Again, if there's something I'm supposed to be doing, I would love to know about it. Please tell me. General initiative. I really want one here now. Ooh, 3. Wow. Huh. Well, one of them I'm going to definitely do is keep firing with my mortar here. So my mortar is going to call in and he has 3 plus 1 for veteran plus 1 for that. So he gets 5 pulls. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, golly, the extra one got the short. That just sucks. Well, that means the short fell on him. Wow. That was not what I wanted. I can tell you what I'm doing. I say, no, these guys, I think they're just going to live with the short and take a chance, I think. Hmm. Hmm. firing here. Yeah, I think I'm just going to leave them. What else might I want to do? I can't think if there's anything else I really want to do right now. Even with those general initiatives. I mean, can't be looking for cover. I'm just going to wait. I got to let the game come to me a little bit. So we're done. So we're going to move on to capture segment. There's none. Retreat segment. Still have a volume of fire here. So there's nobody. So now we're on the AT. And I did not activate any of mine. Which they can reaction fire. So I think that's okay. So let's look at the Germans, their AT. What are they going to do? So they only have one unit activated. So if in the HQ area, they're going to draw and see which direction they move. So it's a 3. So they drew a 2. So they're going to move southwest. So ironically, it's going to move into here where the short's falling. Now, while moving, so he's activated, he's moving, you resolve volume of fire, then they move, then you resolve volume of fire. So right now, this is the volume of fire with incoming. So it's a 0. Defensive value of the unit, which this was a Panther, right? A Panther is a +3. So now we're at +3. The card is a +2. So +5. Don't know whether the targets, have we dealt with this? Gosh, I don't remember. Is the target considered moving yet? I think it is. Pretty sure the target's moving. I think +6. Only if it, yeah, I'm going to do this +6. And then -1 for incoming. Yeah, -1 for incoming. So 3, 5, 6. So it's a 5. Not too much good can happen here. We'll draw. That's a 4. So I'm going to spend a little bit of time and make sure I understand. I'll look at an example of play and figure that out, whether the +1 gets added. But it didn't matter. With an AT4, even if it had been 5, it would have been a 9. So that did nothing. So he is going to move here. By the way, that tank fired last time, didn't it? Because he fired on the same card just like everybody else. So his ammo's down to 3. Where is he? He's here. That is a 3 because he should have had ammo deducted. It was heavy volume of fire. So now this is a volume of fire of heavy for my guys. So no worse than this would have been. So the short didn't really matter there. This guy, however, is no longer firing there. So he is now we're going to take a shot at him with this bazooka, I think. So, but this guy is firing here, but that is now small arms fire. No more crossfire. Still have the incoming on that card. But my guys now have a volume of fire. Whoa, what in the world was that? I don't know where that thing came from. And these guys don't have anybody on them, do they? All German infantry units start. I don't see. Nope. Doesn't look like they're carrying any German units. So this is now automatic fire here with this guy. So we have a volume of fire now entering here. Resolve volume of fire. Capable units do not resolve. Carry out one and only one. Carry out the reaction. All right. So now I got an opportunity for reaction movement. This guy can fire. And let me see if he wants to. So he is a bazooka. He's at close range, so that's -1. So that would be gunnery -1, +3 defending, +2. So that's +4. It's moving, +5. Ambushed. He's not ambushed because I don't think they're on the. If the target vehicle is on a card and the mission instructions indicate target ambush. Yeah, so it might be a -3 because of the no German units. Let's make sure we can do target ambush. I think that may have been in the good order. Let's go check the main rules. Anti-tank ambush rules apply to all tanks and destroyers. So I'm going to just go look at 10.83 just to make absolutely sure. It's been a little while since I've played, so let's verify. And if any vehicle noted in the mission as being susceptible is attacked by anti-tank at point blank or close, and does not have, so close is the key, and not have good order infantry on the same side on its card, the attacker gets the following bonuses. If attacking, get a second draw, which I do get that. Final IAT. Okay. So I think we're going to strike at this guy because he is sitting without any. So we're firing. So he actually is going to drop down to 2 ammo. And yeah, so he's dropping down to 2. And then it is a G weapon. Yep. So I've got to pull. He's a veteran. So we're pulling 3, but we're pulling 1 extra because of the ambush. So 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Nothing. Just wasted that shot. Nuts. Well, I can take another one here, which I'm going to. One, 2, 3, 4. That's mind-blowing. 8 cards, not a single grenade. All right. Oh, that's bad. They cannot fire their anti-tank at anybody. Oh, yep, because this guy's on the same. He's hidden. And I guess one question I would think is that these guys hide as well. Wouldn't you think? Tank destroyer, tanks on a village card may move into cover. Place the counter. If on the same card. Okay. So this was not a stop. Oh, it was slow. So they moved here and just have to stop. So they don't get to do anything else. So next turn, they might move into cover. All right. All right. So I think we have that figured out. I'm pretty sure that, let's see. It is resolve volume of fire, carry out vehicle action. In case of a move, resolve volume of fire again. Oh, so I should have resolved the machine gun here. So let's just take a quick peek. That is a 0 plus 3 plus 5. So now we're at 5. It's moving. That's 6. Automatic 7, 8. So it's not even hittable. So we're not even gonna check. So that's it. They have moved, and because they moved into there, it's slow, so they just stopped. So now we are going to move to fire mission update. This flips. Nothing changes here because these only can fire on that card. This disappears, meaning this guy will now fire at the card with the most steps, which is here still. Is that right? Yes. Got 3 steps here. So we're going to have a PDF going in this direction. And doesn't really matter because we got a heavy weapons from this guy is what we're firing. So that is the update fire missions. And now we are on to the PC evaluation. All right, so PC. So we have 9. Well, let's see. We have, this is not applicable. This has nobody. This has nobody. This has nobody. And then this C right down here still has nobody. So these two, I think we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Bs and 2 Cs. 5 Bs, 2 Cs. All right. First B, number 5. So we're going to be tackling this one. Now we have volume of fire on 2 cards, and we have one card with friendly. We're heavily engaged now because of that tank moving into our area. Because it just says units. It doesn't say infantry. So B, that is drawing 2. 1, 2. So this has nothing. Next B, there's 4 of them. Number 4, we'll do right here. 1, 2, nothing. 3 of them. For top one. 1, 2, nothing. 2 of them. There's a contact, but that was just to figure out which unit, so it's this one right here. 1, 2. Well, we still had contact. So this has contact. So that is B. Drawing on a 10. Number 1, so it's incoming. Yep, that is going to be incoming. Ironically, doesn't matter. That's where I've already got incoming. All right, well, incoming doesn't stack. I'll put them both down, but fire doesn't. It's the highest VOF, so. So that was meaningless. And then 1, 2. So this guy has nothing. Now we got 2 Cs. Drawing for the first one. So right here. And it's only we're only drawing 1. So that has nothing. And then we're drawing again, and it has nothing. That's a pretty meaningless turn right there. All right. So now it is fire. Well, it's pinned recovery. Nobody, they still have a small arms volume of fire. We have no pinned recovery. So combat effects. So up here, we have +3 for night, +5. And then basically plus, I mean, it's +6 for all of these. So we have 4 draws at +6. So first one is pinned. Second one is a miss. So that's a miss. That is a miss and a miss. So he's unpinned as well. Both those units are now unpinned. Now, as a reminder, this guy, well, he's a fire team still. So he's no longer under the rules of the original unit, is my assumption. He's just a fire team. That was the Panzerschreck that was coming on. So, and this guy is still the original unit that was there. We also have fire here, and it is +2. While I'm thinking about it, I am going to knock down. I don't need these, the ammo, because I'm counting the ammo for 1-1 here. So he's knocked down. This guy is knocked down. And this guy here is also knocked down. That makes sense. He had 3. These two have 3. They fired every turn. So we have +2 plus the visibility doesn't matter. So that's +5 here, -3. +5 -3 is a +2. A hit, of course, and a casualty. So that hurt. And he is now pinned. And then here is +7 -3, so it's a +4. He's pinned. Wow. Wish my fire could be that effective. I guess it was on that one time up here. And I think that is it. Everybody else has their... There are no other fires, so no evacuating of casualties. Enemy cards don't shift. We can do this. This is no longer, this is now automatic. Well, but still heavy volume of fire because of that guy. This is all pinned from my guy. Yep, I think that's it. So we will clean it up. And we will stop this video and move on to turn 4 in the next video. Thanks very much.